Hi guys, I'm definitely Amber and welcome to my channel. So for today's video, as you can see by the title, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make my version of Bougie Chicken and Chips. So that's basically just chicken wings and Hasselback potatoes. Now I already had some of these ingredients at home. You probably already have some of these ingredients at home, but what I've done is I've listed the price for everything and you can find that throughout the duration of the video. Also make sure you stay to the very end to see whether or not I was able to spend £10 or less and if I stayed on budget. So let's get into the video.
So here are all the ingredients. So for the sauce, I'm going to be using distilled vinegar, tomato ketchup, sugar, a red bell pepper and some ginger. For the seasoning of my chicken wings, I'm going to use the usual things. I've onion powder, garlic granules, salt, oregano, paprika, but you can literally buy a seasoned mix and just add it in, or you can use salt and pepper. It's completely up to you in your household. I have 4 mini corns, corbettes I think they're called, and I have some potatoes. If you have large potatoes, that will probably be enough for one per person, but in my household we really like potatoes and those were quite small. So I'm going to start off by prepping the Hasselback potatoes. I'm going to scrub the skin really well just so that it's nice and clean. Also, I bought the bag of potatoes for £1 and 35p. I used 6 of them and I still had some left over. So as you can see, I'm trying to carefully cut vertical slits into the potato. It looks easy, but it was hard, so just make sure that you don't cut all the way through. So this is how the potato should look. If you read multiple recipes, they tell you to measure the width apart. I really don't have time for that. I'm just trying to cook, eat, all that good stuff. So if you want, you can measure. Some say that it needs to be 2 to 3 millimeters apart. If you have that time, that patience, you can go ahead. I do not. Like I said, I'm just trying to get the food on the plate and into my belly. Seasoning is my favorite thing to do, so I'm going to be seasoning the potatoes with salt, some garlic powder and black pepper. You can add as much or as little seasoning as you would like. You can even add on some oregano or anything green just to give it that colouring and flavour. So now I'm going to rub everything together just so that the potatoes are evenly coated. Then I'm going to slice some butter and add that on top, and I'm going to bake. I checked my potatoes every 10 to 20 minutes, and then once it was the desired look, I took them out of the oven. But now let's go on to the chicken wings. So I turned my chicken wings into cute little winglets, and all I did was chop them in half. So I bought these wings for £1 and 70p, and as you can see, I'm adding on my own seasoning mix. Now it's completely up to you how you season your chicken. You can literally just season with salt and pepper. I like a little bit more flavour, so I added some onion and garlic granules and some paprika. It's completely up to you if you want to buy the seasonings individually, or you can buy a pre-mixed seasoning pack. I'm pretty sure that's pretty cheap, and you can find the prices for everything that I used at the end of the video. So now that my chicken's fully coated, I'm going to leave that to sit, and I'm going to prep the corn. I'm going to quickly wash them, then wrap them in foil, and then I'm going to go ahead and check on my potatoes. And in total these were 97p. So now I'm going to add some more butter and then pop them back in the oven for 20 minutes. So now we're going to make the sweet and sour sauce. So I chopped up an onion, which I bought for 28p, a red pepper for 43p, and 3 cloves of garlic, which I bought for 16p. And then later on you're going to see me add in a piece of ginger, but I bought a whole pack for 85p. So the potatoes are looking really good. I rolled them back in the oil and butter, and I put them back in the oven for another 20 minutes. So now I'm at the point where I'm going to add my pineapple. I bought a small pineapple for 95p, but you can use a tinned version or the supermarket's pre-cut pineapple. So now to complete the sauce, I'm going to add 8 tablespoons of tomato ketchup to the pan, and then I'm going to follow that up with 4 tablespoons of sugar, and then finally 2 tablespoons of distilled malt vinegar. I would just taste test. This might be too sweet for you, it might not be sweet enough, so before you reduce it down, I would just, like I said, taste. So if you don't already have these ingredients, you can buy the tomato ketchup for 43p, a bag of sugar for 65p, and the distilled vinegar for 29p. So now I've moved the sauce to a lower heat and I'm just letting that reduce down and get nice and sticky. In the meantime, I'm heating my pot for the chicken rings. I'm going to deep fry them. If you don't want to do it this way, you can put them in the oven. They will crisp up, just let them do their thing. I mean, come on, look at that sauce. Does it not look good? I wish I was eating that right now. But what I was going to say is that you can blitz down the veg if you want to, so that it's not so chunky, but I like mine with a little bit of chunk. So once the oil was nice and hot, I added in all the drums first, as they were the thicker meat, which to me, they take a little bit longer to cook. So my potatoes are now done. They were super crispy. The only thing I did was put them back in the oven before I served them up. So now I'm just adding in the remaining bits of the chicken, but a very quick question. What part of the chicken wing do you prefer? Do you prefer the drum or the flat? I'm a flat person all the way. Give me a plate of flats and I will devour them. The drums, I'm a little bit skeptical and I will stare at them. But did you see the crispiness of that wing? Perfection. And now guys, we have reached the end of the video. Oh my god, look at the food. It was amazing, I'm not even gonna lie. Everything was good. I am extra, so I added in some salad. I already had that in my fridge, but I'm pretty sure if you wanted to do the exact same thing, you could just buy a mixed bag of veg and just chop up some tomatoes and onions. But I just did that for presentation and colour, so like I said, I'm extra, but you don't need that literally, and that was enough to feed 4 people. So I met my goal, and in total I spent £8.06, which is definitely under £10, which is, to me, is pretty good when you're feeding a family of 4. Anyway guys, if you liked this video, please like, share, subscribe, do all the YouTubey things, and then visit me at definitely Amber on Instagram. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.